Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all doing well. We got a little package that we need to unbox real quick. So this right here is the body pod, and as you can see, it does a lot of different things besides just telling you your weight. I'm just gonna read some of them off of the back. Let's start with metabolic age, body fat percent, body water percent, body weight, body mass index, bone mass, visceral fat, body fat mass, basal metabolic rate, muscle weight, muscle mass percent, protein rate, weight without fat, protein mass, subcutaneous fat, standard weight, and weight control. And on the side, it does say that this is within 3% accuracy of a medical grade DEXA scan, FDA listed, which, to be honest, a lot of this stuff I don't even fully understand. But I do know that as a runner running 90 miles a week, I really want to know what my body fat percent is. I've gotten this test once before, about, I want to say November of last year, and I think I was around 9.4% body fat, which is kind of insane to be under 10%, but I run 90 miles a week, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, let's pop this thing open and let's, get an account set up on my phone so that I can get all the data I want. Okay, you guys are gonna have to bear with me for a second here, but I think we are ready to go. Please step on scale with bare feet. Okay, bare feet, stepping on the scale. It says I'm 151 pounds, probably pretty accurate. Oh God, wait, hold on. I think I waited too long. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. I gotta re-step on it because I didn't grab the thing. Hold on. Okay. Hold the handle. Okay, so right now it says it's measuring body water. I don't really know what that means. Now it's measuring... Oh God, guys, I'm gonna be honest. My phone's on the ground in front of me. I can't read from this far away. Bone meal? Is that what that just said? Wait, it says it's done. Hold on. I wish I needed a table to put this on. So I'm gonna screen record my screen and put it next to me so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about as I go through this. I might be exposing some things here, but I don't really mind. So let's see, weight, 151 pounds. I just ate dinner, not too much of a surprise there. Body fat percent, 10%. Sounds pretty good. Muscle mass, 130.7 pounds. So what, that's probably, with the 10% being gone, that's what's left. That makes sense. What's BMR mean? Basal metabolic rate reflects how many calories your body consumes per day at relative rest on average. Whoa, that is interesting. Dude, there's so much data. This is so much to look at. BMI, body mass index, value derived from your weight and height. Huh. I guess that probably makes sense because I would probably weigh less for somebody who's 6 foot than normal. The body water I think is super interesting. Let's see. Total weight comprised of water. I mean, it kind of makes sense that I'd be a lot of water because that's like all I drink. Let's see. Body mass, muscle mass. This is so interesting to be going through all of this. Biometric analysis, protein mass. Whoa, this is cool. Weight of protein found in the skeletal muscle. I mean, that's pretty cool because I feel like I don't have a lot of protein in me, but hey, it says that I'm high, so I must be doing something right. You got to imagine. This is so fascinating. So it's a couple days later, and before we run through some of the tests and my thoughts, I just wanted to test the accuracy of the scale on the weight alone. So I gathered all the scales in the house, which we have 3 others, all different brands, completely different time when we bought them, like literal years apart. Let's see how close they all are. First up, we got the really old scale. I think this thing's been here since I was a child, literally. And this is gonna come in at 150.06. Next we got the Fitbit. And I have no idea where this thing came from. And, oh, there we go. 151.2. That's not great. That's a pretty big difference. This is my scale I got off Amazon like a year ago, basically. 151.4. And finally, for the body pod, this is going to put us at 151.2. So I do think that's pretty accurate. I mean, it's as accurate as it's gonna be. Probably didn't test it the best holding a camera hunched over, but you get the point. Diving deeper into like the analysis of all the I did about 5 different sessions or 5 different days of testing, and just looking at some of those things. I mean, you see the weight, the body fat, muscle, BMI, body water, all these things at the very top. And I mean, honestly, I don't think I'm that surprised with what it's saying, but I also think it's probably a good thing. I think that, you know, it's not just guesswork. There's definitely something being tested, and it looks relatively accurate to what I would expect if I were to, you know, go to a doctor and get this tested through that, basically. I mean, obviously there's a lot of different data that I don't completely understand. I definitely need to dive deeper into to try to get a better understanding of what it means. But there are some things in here that I think are very interesting to look at. If you go all the way up to the top and you tap over on body, one of the things I really like is the fact that you can see the different muscle in each of your legs and arms and trunk mass, which I'm assuming is more core and stomach or whatnot. But the thing that I think is most interesting is that my legs aren't equally as muscular, if you will. And it's not off by much. Obviously it says 22.9 on my right and 22.3 on my left. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was the most recent day that I got this tested. And you know, it's gonna be a little bit off, which doesn't surprise me too much because I've noticed when I've been lifting in the weight room that, you know, my right leg is a little bit stronger. But what this also tells me is that I do need to work on my left leg a little bit. And the same thing goes when you tap the fat. You know, it's all very low. Even my arms are, you know, they're not very strong by any means, but the fat's very low in there. But another thing like the trunk muscle mass, that's also very low. And you can jump in and see what the different, you know, low, standard, high measurements are, which I think is very, very interesting. But again, I think it all goes back to this point of like, it's showing me weaknesses that I have that I can work on, which I honestly think is really cool to see. Full disclosure, HumeHealth sent me this to do an unboxing and review, but they aren't paying me to say anything. They don't get to review my footage before I post this to YouTube. I do have a link that you guys can use if you're interested in picking one of these up. Using my code, you get a certain percent off. I think it's like 10 or 15%, which is pretty cool. I'm super happy to be like working with them, and I'm a pretty big fan of this. Like, I do think this is something like lactic testing in a sense where, you know, it's great to be able to use this, but not everybody's going to be able to use this. Like, only pro runners realistically are doing lactic testing. You know, some obviously like top of the line, college kids and whatnot, or, you know, amateurs looking to go professional. And I think that's like kind of where this is. Like, it's not cheap, but you can use it for multiple accounts. You can have multiple people using it. So, you know, if you and your family want to all buy in and, you know, work on this together, I think that's a very cool thing you could do. But at the same time, like, I think this is something that could be a great motivator. You know, you get to be able to look at all the results on your phone and, you know, see where you're lacking or see what you need to work on. And I think that could go a long way for motivation of, like, you know, working harder, working on your weaknesses, all that good stuff. So honestly, a great product. I'm definitely going to be using this every single day going forward and checking on what I need to work on and, you know, where I'm striving, where, you know, is a little bit of a weakness, and kind of go from there. It's definitely going to be a tool I can use, definitely not like a crutch that I need to be focused on, but it's just data that I can use to become a better runner. And I think that's really cool. So again, shout out for them to send me the body pod. I definitely am gonna be using this every single day, like I said. So if you guys are interested, I'll leave a link in the bio below. Make sure you use my code if you do pick one up. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop it in the comment section down below. I'll definitely do my best to answer whatever you guys wanna know. And with that being said, take care, love all things. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.